All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's 9:31.
Good
We're
morning.
1 minute past the 9:30 hour. We got a little bit of a glare going on here. But welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday. And you are at Memory Bound. You're in our studio at Memory Bound with Teresa. It's here today, and I'm Kelly. And we're launching a new birthday card kit, which is our kit for February. We are promising you, or going to try, to have a new birthday card kit every month this year for keeping your crafting alive in 2025. And birthday cards are something that are pretty easy to send. And we all know people with birthdays.
Yes.
So I think it's a perfect thing for this year.
And we've done pretty good so far. February.
I think we're 2 for 2, right?
2 for 2, that's right. We're planning for March already.
Yep,
so, April.
We've got a March in the works, and we got a lot in the works.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone. Gosh, we had a lot of people joining us today too, Teresa.
Okay.
We got Mary here, and Letha is here. She says good morning. Cammie's here. Hello, Cammie. And Cheryl's watching. So happy Thursday morning, everybody.
Happy
it is
Galentine's
chilly.
Day.
It is Galentine's Day. I just learned last night, I maybe knew it last year, but I just learned last night that today is the official Galentine's Day. And so that was looking forward to that.
I know. And I sent some cards, and I hope that people get them today. And not tomorrow.
Well,
because I kind of, you start thinking about February 14th, and it kind of threw me off because I know the 13th is Galentine's. So we'll see. Hopefully my friends get their Galentine's cards today.
Well, if you're watching, your cards are in the mail.
Yes.
Barbara says she's glad to see you back, Teresa.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
It's been a couple weeks since you've been on our morning video. Peggy says it's snowing in Ohio.
Oh, snuggling.
It's cold here. We're done with snow. And I think we got maybe 6 inches. Is that what you're kind of thinking? A lot? Which is all really good we needed the moisture here in Iowa. So
I think it'll be here for a while too, because it's going to be cold.
Yes, we're going to have some cold times. Let's see. And Janet just linked the birthday card kit that we're launching today. And before that, we've been talking about Galentine's Day, and we got some happy mail that we want to share with everybody. And so Teresa's got it here. So where do you want to start, Teresa?
I want to start with the candy.
Well, this is from Chris. This came in the mail from Chris. She's local here, and this came from, it's a Nebraska chocolate company, and we absolutely love our chocolate.
It's sealed shut.
I think you have to slide the thing off.
Ooh.
So, Chris, thank you so much for the chocolate.
This is a card from someone else. Sorry.
Thank you. And it's kind of funny. If you're watching, it said to Kelly from Kristen, and we had no idea who it was from.
Who's Kristen? Yeah.
So Doug actually called. It's from the chocolate season. I think it's in Nebraska. So Doug actually called them to find out who sent it. So thank you, Chris. Believe me, this won't last long. We got a few more staff members today than we had yesterday. So we really appreciate that. And then we've got some cards.
This is from Daisy Jane, and this is just adorable.
And Mary.
And Mary. Oh, and Mary, yes. I just looked at the last line. Oh, it says handmade by Mary on the back, yes.
Daisy Jane is her puppy.
Oh.
Her puppy is Daisy Jane, and she brings her in here occasionally.
That is very cute. The paper is like textured.
Yeah, it's kind of a clean, kind of a clean and simple card.
Definitely.
So thank you for the Valentine card, Mary and Daisy Jane.
I'm just going to put it right back up here.
Oh, that's right. We've got a shelf up there, perfect for things like that.
There's already a Galentine card up there. All right, this one. Ooh, it's a fun one.
This is from Oshra.
Oshra, yeah.
And look how it opens.
I love interactive cards. Very nice, Oshra. Thank you.
Now that doily looks kind of like the doily from Lawn Fawn that has been on back order, unfortunately, everybody.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of heart dies we're going to show you. So if
the bling, I like it,
Very
Oshra.
nice. We're going to fill up our shelf.
I know,
we have a couple in the back that aren't up there. Now,
all right, and this one we just got. It says, to the wonderful, fabulous, friendly, and helpful staff at Memory Bound.
I know, isn't that sweet?
That's nice. Oh.
Now,
and this, I see. Okay.
This is from Lori.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
She had the, wow.
Rock my world.
I love it. I love a pun.
And there's stitching on there, Teresa. You love stitching.
Oh my gosh, there is. Ooh, I love it.
That is really cool. Lori is famous for sending cards.
That's faux stitching.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's a stamp?
Well, I think it was on the...
Oh, it's the frame. It's
The
a
cut
frame
apart,
from,
yeah.
it's a frame from 49 and Market, maybe.
Very cute.
Very nice. Lori, thank you. You're so nice about sending us cards, and I love the
stamp on the
envelope.
back.
The envelope message.
Yes.
You want to say it again? I'd like to hear
The
it again.
wonderful, fabulous, friendly, and helpful staff. And she also has a love stamp. I have to look at the other stamps. Oh my gosh, this one is a... How did I miss this stamp? Look at this. It's a Sharkosaurus.
And that one, I wanted you to see how that's addressed it also. Memory bound friends. You know, when we get envelopes like that, the envelopes to me are just as cool as
I love looking at the
cards.
stamps.
And
But
Teresa likes the stamps.
she stamped around the stamp.
Let's have a
Sealed
look.
with a
Let's
kiss.
have a look at that.
That's cute. Very
It
cute.
is
That's a great idea.
It is. We were saying that at the same time.
Yeah. All right.
So that's our happy mail that we got in, and our happy
I
box
love
of
it.
chocolates. And then we also
looks
have
great.
a couple specials to tell you about. One of them is the heart die. I'm sorry we tell you about this every day, but we don't want you to miss out.
We've still
And
got some.
It's $17.99, and it's normally $29.99. It's a big die, and Penny cut it out the other day so that we could see how to use it, and it does work in your big shot. I know, and she layered them like that too.
Yeah.
So
Very
if you
cute.
want a nice basic heart, and they're pretty good size also.
Yeah. That's a special. And then we have a pink fresh stamp special for 25% off. It's regularly $34.99.
It's called Extra Special Sentiments.
Sentiments,
So
yeah.
it's all of these sentiments, and then the dies come with it.
So it's a bundle.
It is a bundle. It's a bundle
nice
of extra
sentiments.
special sentiments.
I like that.
You are extra special. Thank you for your kindness, kind, caring, amazing. That's you. I love that you are my friend. So pretty cool.
All right.
And then since it is Valentine's Day, Teresa, I thought we would show some of the
some
heart.
dies.
Well, I think I went around and tried to find all the heart dies in the store, and this is what I came up with.
Layered heart trio. So you get the heart, and then you get a little half heart to layer it.
Make it look dimensional.
$9.99.
But it's nice because
Yeah.
the 3 hearts are all in one die.
Yeah, all hooked together. Makes it easy to cut multiples. This one is Loopy Heart. Oh, it's kind of like a doily. $14.99. That one's a little bit bigger.
And it's got stitching on it.
Oh, yeah.
Those are from Impression Obsession, and that's the company, one of the companies that is no longer in business anymore. So once those are gone, they're gone.
Yep, they're gone. And this one's from Sizzix, and it's heart frames for $20.99.
So does that make
It cuts
the frames and the
yes,
inside heart?
It cuts the frame and the inside heart. So it'll cut the outside, the pink, the dark pink, and then it'll cut the inside piece at the same time.
Cool.
So you can use both or one or the
That's
other.
pretty handy dandy.
Yeah. That's $20.99.
You always love Tim's stack
Oh, yeah.
piles.
And that's $19.99, of course. And this is super nice for making, if you have a project where you're going to make multiples. And the other thing I like is the little teeny, you don't see a little teeny
tiny.
heart like that. And sometimes that's just
And
what
you
you
can't
need.
find punches either, Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
So that one you get 5 dies of 5 sizes.
Yeah.
So it's
So
got
25.
25. Hey, we're good at math.
And this one is called, well,
Can you find it?
it's stuck on the lace heart stackables. There we
Okay.
go. For $19.99.
So they look kind of like, have kind of a doily border around
Yeah.
them.
The big heart is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then the small one is 1 3/8 by 1 1/4. So that one tells you the dimensions. So that's kind of nice.
Teresa, we have a comment about our chocolates from Beth. She said that this company used to be in Algona, Iowa.
Oh.
And they moved to Omaha, and she says they are wonderful chocolates. So we
All
will
right.
we'll sample
We'll
that
get into
for
that
sure.
today,
Right?
yeah.
We got to get this video done so we can get to that.
Okay, this is Stitch Heart Stackable, and it's $19.99. And the biggest heart is 4 by 3 3/4, and the small one is 1 1/2 by 1 3/8.
Okay.
That has stitching on it too.
So there's a lot of hearts with kind of decorative edges. And this one's kind of cool.
Gradient heart panel. So it cuts out the pieces. So it's the size of, I think it was an A2, wasn't it? I think, yeah, we cut one out, and it was pretty cool because you can make different colors and then do a gradient, like behind the heart. It cuts the heart piece out, but the part that you get is
all of
the
those
background.
pieces.
Yeah, you get all the pieces.
And you cut them out of different colors and then put them
make
back
it a
together.
Gradient. Yes. So you can make multiple, depending on how many colors you want to use. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do 5 different colors. It was kind of fun. $19.99.
And you know, hearts aren't just for Valentine's Day.
No.
I use hearts all the time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then there's another waffle flower, nesting hearts. And that's got kind of a small one too, Teresa. That's not maybe quite
It
as
does.
small, but
Yep. And this one comes with a I like them because they put the magnet in there. Nesting hearts. And here's another one, the Hero Arts. Now that has an itty bitty one.
it's got a really tiny one. It's got 10 different dies. And
Yeah.
how much is that one? Or is it free?
It's free.
Okay. I thought maybe it might have got put back out without a price.
Here's another Sizzix framelets, and it is $22.99.
You're going to get 6 hearts with that. And last year, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, we did all kinds of decorative projects with that.
this one?
It was
Yeah.
really fun.
All right, and this is the last one from Elizabeth Craft. It's $30.99, and so it's called Pocket Page Fillers number 2, and it has a lot of fun. They kind of look like
Little
They're
zigzaggy,
candies.
and it's got the candies on it, and this is back in stock. We were sold out of it. It came back in yesterday, and you'll see the little candy hearts, and we're going to show you what those look like because Chris, what a transition.
yeah.
Chris brought in this box that she made for her granddaughter, and you'll see the opening here has got kind of the little teeth around the heart or little zigzags, and she used that Elizabeth Crafts die to make it and to make the little candy hearts. You can see that.
The candy
Ooh,
hearts are cute.
we got a little out of focus.
Blur.
But you can see it embosses the words in the hearts, which
Yeah,
I think
that's
is
cool.
really cool. There's not a lot of dies that do that, and this is one of them. And you know what? So for a bonus
Good
today,
tags.
after we show our Celebrate Birthday Card Kit presentation, Chris is going to show us how to make this box. Because Teresa, can you open the box?
Yeah.
Because inside of it, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you get a funnel and you fill it with candy and put foil around it so it looks like a ginormous Hershey Kiss. And then she's got the little tag on it.
Cute.
So super cute,
Great
Chris.
idea.
So stay tuned if you want to know how to make that box. And you could make it for other things too. It wouldn't have to just be Valentine's Day, but we're kind of lucky because
big
Chris
box.
brought it in and she's made it for her granddaughter, Peyton. All
Good
right.
die. It has a nice big, it's kind of a postage stamp, but it's square and a circle in the heart.
They all have
They
the
all
little
have
zigzag,
that
which is
zigzag, yeah.
and it's got cool tags too down
Yeah.
at the bottom with the
with the
oblong
little slit
openings.
That's nice.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Teresa's back. Teresa, you don't know this, but you're getting a lot of people saying they're happy you're back.
Oh,
they
thank
like your
you.
sweater. Take care. Get well. They're really
Yes.
happy you're back. And
I
Teresa,
am
You
too.
were gone about a week, I
Yes,
think.
I was. It was, you don't know how much you miss your crafting until you don't do it for a while. And then you're like, oh, I got to get back in my room because you just need to craft, I guess.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
good. It's good you're
Yeah.
back. And
Thank you.
especially today because she's got a kit that she has designed some cards with. And you want to tell us tell us about the kit and what you get in it?
Yeah, so the kit is $22.99 and it's February Celebrate Birthday Card Kit. And in the card kit, you actually get the Tim Holtz die and embossing folder set that's called Celebrate. And we don't have any of these individually anymore, but it comes in the card kit. And then you get materials.
Yeah, can you show us what else is in there? Maybe
Just
open
open
it up. Yeah. So you get that, which normally sells for $20.99.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good deal because you're going to get this, which normally sells for $20.99. Peggy used it while I was I gone, I think, when she used it? I don't remember now. I might have been here. I'm so mixed up on the dates and that. And then Teresa's got product in there for you to make these 2 cards right here. And you get, an extra tag.
You get a bonus tag.
A bonus tag that you can make something else with.
Yep.
And Teresa made one up for us.
And you get the sentiments pre-stamped for you in your card base. And then actually a slimline card is the fun one, I think. And then just some paper that cut your balloons and stuff. So, yep, you get everything to make 2 cards and a tag.
And envelopes and your card bases.
Yep, plus the die. So this is one of the cards that you get to make. And I was kind of leaning towards trying to do a little masculine, just to give you ideas that you can do anything with this die. And it's more versatile than birthday. You can use it for babies, for anniversaries, for congratulations. There's lots of fun things you can do. But this one has the happy birthday. And I use the Birthday Bash Age to Perfection, and Doug has put that on the link. It's a nice double-sided paper, so you can cut the balloons from the same.
You could do either way, too.
Yep, you could do it either way. So you could flip it if you don't like this side. You could do it the other way. But I thought it was kind of a nice masculine birthday card. And we still have this paper if you want to get more. It was a great, we had a kit from this.
Huge selling collection.
Yeah, I loved it. I bought some of that myself and made cards. The one thing I do want to recommend is, I have the dies here.
Yeah, you've got the dies out of the package.
So this is the string for the balloons, and it's wonderful, but I would definitely recommend getting the, what we call this, lint brush now?
I don't know. It used
or
to
if
be
you
the
have
toilet
the toilet paper roll, it's $24.99. Yeah. To use to pre-back your paper before you cut your balloon strings, because they are so little. I don't know if you
even
really...
a fine tip adhesive would be tough.
It's going to challenge it. And the other thing you might want is a craft pick. I didn't bring a craft pick. I didn't think about it. But because they also are a little teeny and sometimes they stick in there. Yeah. And so I just, there's a little hole and you can just
get it out,
just
your
poke it
paper
out
of the die.
Yes, to get it out. Sometimes it'll stick in there. Sometimes it pops right out, but it's a super skinny little die.
Look at those balloon strings. They are really thin.
It's very cute. So I really like the string die is probably part of my favorite. Just because, I don't know, it's hard to do strings sometimes. And if you just want to do a paper, then you can do that. The tag is the bonus. So you just get a plain tag. You don't get the paper to make it. But I showed you with the hat, you get 2 dies for the hat, actually. So you get your base, which is the black part, and then I put gold on top of it. And then you get two banners as well. So this one I just did the gold, which is this piece here. Whoops. And then you can layer the other piece on top of it if you want, or you can leave it
make
plain.
it look,
so it's dimensional.
Both ways.
Yeah, and then you get these little the squigglies, which also is good to put on your pre-backed sticky paper.
And Peggy used those as a border around her birthday layout.
The Make-A-Wish that I showed and all of the stamps, you get the 2 sentiments pre-stamped for you, but I use the Simple Sayings stamp from Tim Holtz. We use this all the time, and it's $29.99, and it has some basic stamps, thank you, good luck, best wishes, congratulations. So lots of things you can use for birthdays or other things. And I do really like this little label. I use that a lot when I stamp this.
I have that stamp set, but Teresa, I am missing.
Uh-oh.
I'm missing, I think I'm missing You and Peace on Earth, which kind of, I'm
you
one of those.
Too?
Yeah, they're probably in my room somewhere. But you know how it is if you're one of those people that you can't stand to be missing something. You want
yes. Here's the craft pick. They're $7.99.
And
they're very handy.
It's retractable.
Yes, it's retractable.
so you don't have to have a pick sticking out on your craft
And I always
table.
put some ribbon on mine so that I can find it in my stuff and so that
That's
I
a
know
good
it's
tip.
mine. All right. I'll just show this other card that I made. And this is a very clean and simple card, but I popped the balloons up. And what I did is I embossed, so you can use your embossing folder to emboss and then die cut your shapes out of it, which is kind of a fun thing
Show
to
us
do.
the embossing folder, because that might be something people don't realize. It doesn't typically come in a die from Tim Holtz, but with the side orders it does.
Yep, the little side orders come with, and we have a Valentine one that's very cute too. You must have missed that.
We should get all of them.
Maybe we don't have them maybe we're sold out. I don't know. I didn't think about that. But this is just an example of other things. I like to show other other things that you can do.
Can you get all the styles we have? Thank you.
The Valentine one too.
Peggy's on it, you guys.
Yeah, so that's just an idea of something you could do. Again, pre-sticker maybe just pre-cut some. I did when I was making these cards.
That's a good idea.
I
just to have some.
Had some white sticker paper and with a roll on the back, and I just cut a bunch of strings, and that way I was all ready to go when I needed for my balloons. And then I just tucked them in my package, and I actually got one of these too because it was so much fun to make these cards. I'm like, okay, I really need this die because
you
the
were always a sidekick fan.
Yes, I love the sidekicks. They're fun.
Shannon says the craft pick is great, and now she's going to put ribbon on it so she doesn't continue to lose it. Everybody must lose it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peggy.
All right. Oh, so you missed one, Kelly, because this is the Valentine one. This is called Love Notes, and these are all $20.99. And actually, one of our Valentine cards.
Oh yeah, the one from
Kathy.
Kathy.
She used the embossing folder, and this is the die you get. Very
little
cute.
Box of chocolates.
Yeah, a little box with the bow. The bow is really cute. Now, Kathy, you're making me want to get this one. I don't have this one. Shocking. I think this is the only one I don't have.
Teresa doesn't have that one yet.
I know, the arrow is cute in
yet.
the little envelope. Yeah, it's very cute. I do have the letter board. I love this one. And this one comes with an alphabet. So for $20.99, it's little and skinny, and I would definitely use your pre-backed sticker paper.
So is the letter board itself is an embossing folder, right?
Right.
That one?
So this part
so
down
you emboss
here.
that, and then you can put your
and
letters.
then you put your letters. So it looks like a letter board when you put it on. And then this one is the
cute.
Christmas one, Christmas minis.
It's really cute. I like
has
the
a
candy
candy
cane or the
cane.
stripe.
Yep. Very cute.
And those are all $20.99. Those are releases from Tim this past year.
Yeah. Okay. So, excuse me. You get one card base of a slimline, but you can make it any color that you want. So I started out with the blues thinking I was going to make a masculine card. But then I decided that I wanted to do a pink one too, because just to show how easy it is. If you know someone's favorite color, you can do it that way, but it's just kind of fun. So I'm going to show you what the embossing folder, if you haven't seen it, it tells you the size. I think it's 2.5 by 4.5 in the kit, and it just fits right inside.
So you have paper in your kit.
You have paper in your kit,
to make
yep.
one of these, and you've got white. You got the card base, which is a number 6 slimline, and you have a number 6 slimline envelope, so you can mail your card too. So these are not 3D, are they, Teresa?
No, but they are
seem
pretty
like
deep.
it.
They're pretty deep. Yeah, they're not the big thick ones.
The
but
heart one from Kathy, the card she gave us, looked really thick.
Yeah. So you can see the embossing there. So, I made these cards a long time ago, and I was like,
Did you have to remember what you did?
Which side did I do? And I was looking, and some of them, it's really up to you which side you want to ink, because some of them I inked.
They're raised both ways.
Yes, they are. So some of them I inked the small side, and some of them I inked the bigger side. I think I'm going to do the bigger side today. And so I'm using Wilted Violet today just to do a different color. And what I did is I started at the bottom and I just, kind of doing a gradient. So you want to add just a lot of color here on the bottom of your card. And I actually went all the way around, but you want to go really lightly up at the top just so it adds a little bit of color.
Teresa, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but they're so festive that if you were having like a little wedding shower or baby shower,
Oh, yeah.
you could make little place cards. You
Yep.
wouldn't have to put 3 balloons on, but even one balloon with a name and use the colors.
Your mic is real muffled.
You want to hook it to your name tag? Thank you, Diane.
Sorry.
I
guys.
think you could use this a lot for parties because it's so
Oh, yeah.
striking. And since you can make it as long as your party matches one of the distress ink colors, you're set.
Yeah. And there's so many colors, it would be easy to match. So I'm just laying down a lot of color here. Whoops. Bend it a little bit at the bottom because I want it to be really dark at the bottom. And then just kind of work your way up. And I'm just going lightly over so that just the raised part gets some color on it.
Get in a little closer so people can see it. Oh my gosh. And you guys, Teresa loves purple.
I do. So I kind of had to do a purple one.
And green. Well, I think it's wonderful because you've shown us the blue, which is that faded jeans maybe?
Oh, I had my colors written down. Where did I put them?
And then I'm guessing this is picked raspberry.
Yes, that's picked raspberry.
And is this evergreen bough?
This is peacock feathers.
Oh, peacock feathers.
And this is chip sapphire.
Oh, chip sapphire.
I wrote them down because I knew I would forget. Yeah. And then you can do the same thing with the balloons. I'll just use this embossed one. I did go all the way around the balloon, just inking. And I do love these little
That's the tiny blending tools.
tiny blending tools, especially for small things like this. And then I just put, if you want to.
So you kind of made it darker on one
Darker
side.
on one side, just like a shadow.
So you can see it really on this one, how it's kind of a shadow there. It's darker on one side.
So it's really up to you how much ink you want to put. I put a lot of ink on those. I would probably spend more time.
You guys, when did you
Doing this,
When did
but-
you make this up? It's been more than a month ago.
Yeah,
right?
it's been more than a month because I was supposed to do it earlier this month, and
the
then I was
first week of
sick.
February,
Yeah.
or maybe it was the first week.
Yeah, we had to push it back a little bit, but it doesn't matter because everyone eats birthday cards all the time.
They do.
So
It's funny because Doug's like, "Wait, I have Teresa on the calendar too." We're like, "No, Teresa's moved."
and then I just glued it down flat, and I popped one of the balloons up because it's a perfect size for a slimline.
It
for
is.
the number 6. Yeah, you get 10. So we have these for $2.99. You get 10, and we have the envelopes too. If you like the design, you can get more of those.
I think it's just a nice different size.
Yeah.
And
And
Janet had included one of these in one of her recent card kits too.
Yeah. And I remember when we first got them, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to like that. And now, every once in a while, and when I make them, I'm like, oh, that's...
All right, I hit the mic. I muted us, but I unmuted us. Bunny said that purple is her favorite color also.
Awesome.
I think it'd be fun just to try different colors.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh gosh, that's just the creativity of it, is just to try different colors.
Yeah. And you probably have other birthday sentiments that you could just put, just put on a white strip and stick it on there. Or you could, do the same color as the inking that you want.
I'm thinking graduation.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
maybe you could do a grayish background and then do your school colors and then put 2025
that would
there.
be perfect. Perfect.
Especially if you have to make a lot. It's a very, the card bases are 29 cents. Mm-hmm. Same with the
just a white
envelope. So
piece of
for
cardstock.
60 cents, you've got your card base
Yeah.
and your envelope, and then you just need if you get the kit, that pretty much pays for the dye. Because how much did you say the kit is, Teresa? $22.99?
$22.99, yeah.
And so you're only paying $2 more than you would for the dye and set.
It's a fun little die set.
Shannon thought her hearing had gotten worse. No, it was Kelly's finger.
Oh.
Jean has a question about postage on these cards.
On the
Teresa,
slim
have you used regular postage?
Yeah,
on
just
yours?
regular postage.
So Teresa says she uses regular postage. Let's see if we have any other questions, everybody.
Do we need to get Chris?
Yeah, we're going to need to get Chris back here to show us her box. This is a fast-moving day. All right, so if you joined us late, today we showed you we had a couple specials, a stamp and die set and a heart die. We showed you all of our heart dies. We showed our Happy Mail. Teresa came in and she launched our newest birthday card kit. It's February. Our plan is to have a birthday card kit every month because most of us have birthday cards to send every month. And I think here at Memory Bound, we only have 1 or 2 months where we have no birthdays, which is kind of crazy.
You mean staff?
Staff, yeah.
Oh.
I think there's only a couple months. And so, Teresa, what month is your birthday? April.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Who's tomorrow? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is...
Unknown?
It says me.
You've been all over the place.
Is it Peggy with the sports layouts? Or did Charity do
We
those?
did that. Are you maybe a week behind, or we've moved it
isn't.
all around?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is to be determined.
Yes.
Teresa, Peggy said she loves these cards.
Oh, thank you.
I actually love what Teresa did with that set, the Celebrate set from Tim Holtz.
Fun. Easy to make your masculine cards. Use the darker colors. You could even do black. On these, you could even do black and, for someone
Over the
having
hill?
an older, yes, an over the hill birthday.
That would be
Teresa,
fun.
Edie says it's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
Okay, so now along with our Valentine theme, Teresa's going to take our chocolates and get them open for us so we can test them. Chris is going to show us the box. If you were here earlier, we showed you the box that Chris made for her granddaughter, Peyton. And there's a die set right there, Chris. And she used this die set from Elizabeth Crafts, which came back in stock yesterday. And Teresa's back behind me.
You got to see these chocolates.
Oh, are they pretty?
And it's the Pocket Page Fillers full-size postage stamps.
that are
Oh,
three-dimensional
this is the mixed media chocolates. Chris, again, my gosh, that's so sweet. I'm trying to keep up with Teresa. She's moving the box.
Oh, sorry. They're spring flavors. Ooh, I can't wait.
I think I've seen those before. I think we had received those in the past, and we call them mixed media chocolates because they are pretty fun. All right, so here's the die set that Chris used for her hearts, and this is the one that has the cute little conversation hearts that actually emboss the words, and it's got some tags here with the slit or slotted or whatever holes, and it's got some extra kind of reinforcers. And everything looks like a postage stamp. I guess I called it zigzaggy.
Yeah.
But it's really postage stampy.
I meant to grab a pair of scissors.
And
but
this is our bonus today. You guys, Chris has been gone also, and she's back now. So we're getting our full staff back in the swing of things. And she made this for her granddaughter. We showed it earlier. Teresa ran off with the chocolates, so I'm going to have to find out. Hey, Peggy, can you look and see where the chocolates are from? I think
I'll be right back.
I think we're going to get some chocolate business for the chocolate company, maybe.
They want to know where those
They're
are
from Chris. The chocolates that Teresa maybe she hid them in her mailbox. She walked off with them.
Okay.
We're looking at the chocolate
You guys,
season.
I don't know what
is
happened.
where it's
Chris
from.
is out there talking and has a microphone on.
I forget I have a mic on, so
I thought maybe you forgot you had a mic on.
it was the chocolate season.
The chocolate season. Okay, she must have taken them up front. Chris, we thought maybe Teresa took the chocolates and went and hid somewhere.
Went home.
with the whole box.
I wouldn't blame her. They look gorgeous.
Kim says, "Welcome back to Chris."
Thank you. We'll see how this goes. I'm half back.
Yeah, she's half back.
I made one, like Kelly was saying, I made one of these for each of my grandchildren, and then their significant others, and then my my 2 kids. So, and it took me quite a while because I'm working slowly, but it was fun to come up with something for them that maybe they'll, if they throw it away, they throw it away. I'm not one of those that goes, oh my gosh, you have to hold on to this forever.
Well, and part of it is the package. I think the packaging on this and the wow factor, which is part of the gift also.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And even though they're older, the 25-year-old has said that she's kept every card I've ever made.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I know. I told her maybe she's got a hoarding issue, but
No, she has a grandma issue.
all right. So I think Kelly told you all this is a funnel that I put candy and a gift card in the bottom, wrapped it in foil.
Oh, I didn't know there's a gift card in there too.
Yeah.
Yay.
Made a little tag for them. My grandkids are all adults, so it gets a little harder sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I thought, well, that might be something kind of fun. And I would have brought it in sooner, but I just started back.
She just came back this week.
Yes.
Chris, I want you to know a friend of mine made me a funnel like that with candy in it, not in the cute box. And I actually needed a funnel, so I was very excited
that's
because
fun.
now I have a funnel that I can use in the kitchen
Well,
and
yeah.
stuff.
And, it's kind of last moment, but you can use this box for other things.
Sure.
Or you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a funnel.
Yeah, they do have them there.
Yep. All right. So
as a bonus, Chris is going to show us how to make this box. We weren't even planning this,
No,
you guys. You
but-
never know what's going to happen at Memory
that's
Bound.
right. I have some already cut, but I will show you what I did. I'm a little miscombobulated, so excuse me.
I know when she brought it in, I'm like, well, can you show that on the video? And that was what, maybe half hour ago, hour ago?
Which is
She had to
fine.
gather up everything.
You shouldn't bring things in here unless you're willing to show them.
Well, since it's Valentine's Day tomorrow
Right,
and
yes.
Galentine's Day today,
And I wanted to be able to give these to people tomorrow, so it was now or never.
so you're starting out with two 12 by 12 sheets of paper?
Correct. And then I cut those down
Oh, you did?
to 10.5 by 12.
Okay, 10.5 by 12.
And I have my instructions somewhere. Here they are. I wrote those down quick this morning too, because I didn't do it as I went.
That's okay.
And some people have asked, I'm just going to say, I was in Vegas with my son. I tripped
Oh,
over.
here, do you want to tell what happened?
I misjudged how high a platform was, caught my toe, went flying, bruised my ribs, tore up my bicep, and broke a bone in my shoulder. So
And this was 8 weeks ago.
it was 8 weeks ago. At first they thought, nah, just move it as much as you can. You don't want it to get stiff. I got back here and they said, oh no, you broke it, put it in a sling and don't move it at all.
So Chris has been in the sling for 8 weeks, you guys. It was so funny because you came in last week, was it? Slingless?
Yeah, Friday.
And you look like the old Chris, or the new Chris. Well, you look like the old Chris when you
right.
came back.
Yes. So now I'm doing PT and I can move my arm to here. So just bear with me. It's going to be a process, but
And
at
we
least I
are
can do it.
and we are nagging Chris to make sure she doesn't do what she shouldn't do.
They're all being my mother hens. All right. So I started on the 10.5-inch side.
Okay.
And then you're going to score that at 5 and 10.
And that makes sense because you're going to have that half inch.
As you can tell,
That half
this is
inch extra, and Chris
not
is
my
used-
scoreboard.
She's used to using the Caterpillar crease. You and
Yes.
Diana love that thing, and I
Oh, boy.
do think it has like deeper, can I say trenches?
Yep.
And it also
does.
has the stylus
Yeah.
for the scoring tool.
And the handle is a bit more ergonomic, and it doesn't hurt your hand
Yeah.
when you use it. But, suck it up, Chris.
You can do it.
And then I'm going to turn it to the 12-inch side, and I'm going to score it at 3/4 of an inch.
Ooh, just a little tiny one.
Yep. Whoops.
I think that one also has. Is there
Well,
another
all
thing?
it had in it was another one of those.
Are they both?
Yeah.
Try that one. The one of them is like that, and one
Okay.
of them works better.
So, yeah, I think this is better. Thank you. 3/4, 5 3/4, and then 11 1/4.
I think everyone's excited because Chris is our paper engineer, and we've called you that many times, Chris.
I know, it
and
cracks
she is
me up.
back. I know. It's awesome.
So then
all right, so we're doing it again.
You're going to do that on both of them.
Okay, so
So
review with us what we did.
We did on the 10.5-inch side, we did 5 and 10. And then you turn it, and you're going to do 3/4, 5 3/4, and 11 1/4. So that's
the scoring.
that's the scoring. And then we went to get those to look like this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm always amazed how it starts from a rectangle to
Yeah.
something like this. But it happens, and Chris does it all the time.
So, and believe me, when I was at home, it took more than once for me to cut it and not mess it up.
So maybe if you want to make one, do it with your scratch paper first.
Yes. Now, you've got a 5-inch, you've got 2 5-inch squares, and you've got 2 5.5-inch squares. Your tall box part is the 5.5. The lid is the 5.
Okay.
Now, the bottom, what I had to do, because I had to just measure my funnel and go off of that.
Oh.
So what I did was when I cut away this flap, I saved it.
And put
And
it
I
on the
put it on the bottom.
Oh, nice.
So go ahead and crease everything up. And that just makes it a little easier to see where you're,
Yeah, and I think it
Cutting.
helps us see it on the camera too.
yeah. And that one I had cut a little, or scored a little off, so we'll see.
Boxes are rectangle and square things are kind of tricky, aren't they, Chris? Because you have to
Get it exact.
get it exact.
Yeah. All right. So now that I have that, I can kind of figure out what I did this morning as I was trying to remember what I did. I laid it out knowing that this is my flap because you're going to have to put these together to make them a box.
Oh, so okay, so those get hooked together.
These are eventually going to get hooked together.
Okay.
But I cut that hole in there, and if you want a design in the front, this is the time to cut it.
Okay.
So remember, the longer one is here. What I did, I folded it in half. I put my die, let's use one of Teresa's here. I put my die this side up, so it's underneath here.
Oh,
But
I
it's
was
up.
wondering how you cut a big piece.
I took another piece of paper and laid it on here so that it didn't push through the image. Mm-hmm. So you're going to take it, you're going to tape it on here, and you're going to send this through your die cut machine.
If you want the hole, if you
If
want
you
the
want
opening.
the hole. Yep. Because otherwise,
And Chris's opening she made with this die right here from Elizabeth Crafts.
if you put it all together, it's too thick to go through your die cut machine
Right.
very easily. That's why you want to do it before you stick it together.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Chris, can you ring the bell for me, please?
Yep.
We need to get something else. Okay.
All right. So now we've got it figured out how our project is going together, and then that helps me determine where my top and bottom is. And I'm just going to make sure that this is
Can you a caterpillar crease, please?
Okay, so this is my bottom part because I can tell that I don't have a ruler with me. So this is the top. Let me flip these around. Once these are, I kind of pretended they were glued together, so I would have an idea. This is going to be my front. I'm going to remove this section.
Okay, so we're going to cut that section out.
Once I get a hold
And you
of
found
the
some
cutting
scissors?
board. Yeah, I find it
Oh, you're going to do it
easier.
with a cut trimmer. Okay.
I just find it easier to use the trimmer because myself and scissors just aren't that good of friends.
Well, if you get a straighter cut, for sure.
Yeah, but this blade might be dull.
Uh-oh, we got a bad blade. So you're going to use scissors?
I'm going to use scissors.
While you get that out, I just want to show everybody the Caterpillar crease. This is Chris's preference for a scoring board. I know Diana uses it. I don't know if Katie has this one, maybe.
I don't know.
It's got a stylus for your scoring tool, and it also will score heavier things like chipboard. And that's not what she's using today, because I don't know if Chris planned to do this when she
I
left
did
the
not.
house today.
No, otherwise I'd have brought
It wasn't
my
a
stuff, but
plan.
That's all right.
So anyway, that's the Caterpillar crease, and today she used the EK Success scoring board.
Now I'm going to tell you, sometimes I think it's easier to cut this one away because that's here. And that way you know where to put your die.
Okay.
You're going to put it on the one that's empty.
Okay.
You know. Then you also know this is one of
we're
your
not-
flaps.
Okay.
So I go ahead, again, if I were home, I would use my scoring board or my
your trimmer.
my trimmer. And I like edges, so I did use my 3-in-1 at home, but I think that's good enough.
So she might use her diagonal punch is what she
Yep.
means by 3-in-1.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Is the diagonal punch, and otherwise you can cut it with scissors. But if you have the diagonal punch, and Chris, I only have one because of you, and I love it.
Isn't it the best?
Yes, I like it a lot.
And then I cut up.
So
Go
let's
ahead.
get in close. So you just cut a little bit away, or you
yeah,
just cut up.
I cut up, but then I do cut a little bit away because I just think it makes it look neater.
It'll lay flatter.
Yeah.
Cherie just got the crease, and she loves it.
Good.
And Chris says you talked her into it, and she gave her other one away.
Oh,
so I'd say that's a good
Yay.
testimonial
Yeah,
also.
I guess.
And a lot of people are saying welcome back.
Oh,
Chris.
thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to leave that for a minute because I confused myself.
Okay. It happens.
Well, yeah, any given day. All right, so now this is
Okay,
the part
so we've
you're gonna-
turned one into half the box, and now
Yep.
you need to cut out the other one.
exactly. And this is going to be the other side. And after you do the first one, and like I said, it's been a hot minute.
You need to do a prototype.
Exactly. So this is another side, but you've got to cut down.
Gosh, Jane says the crease is the best. So we're getting lots of testimonials about the Caterpillar crease
It's one of
scoring
those
board.
things that you go, well, I don't need that until you get it. And you're like, oh, well, how did I do this all that time?
Well, I was talking to someone the other day, Chris, and I asked if they've ever cut their paper through with the crease. Have you ever cut your paper? Because sometimes with the EK Success one, and maybe it's my scoring tool, but sometimes I'll actually score a little too hard.
I used to with my old one, but I have never done it with.
So there's
The new
something
one.
about it.
And then again, I rounded my. Nope, I guess I did it that way.
So you could round them.
You
though,
could round
to make
them,
it look
yes.
kind of finished.
Yep. And I think on some of them I rounded, and then the next set, because I did it I worked on it a few days.
She's working one armed. So it's the one armed Chris.
That's right.
Well, a lot of people are saying welcome back, and they're glad
Thank
to
you.
see you back and doing your paper engineering. So here's the flap on the lid that she's talking about, where she used her diagonal punch from We Are Makers. And you could use a corner rounder. You could just, today, because we don't have that handy, and we kind of threw Chris in at the last minute, She's just trimming it off with scissors. The same with these little flaps here that open up.
I'll tell you
And
what.
you can see it right there
Yep.
where she just, oh, wait, is that it?
Well, this one I'm
Not
going
yet,
to.
not yet. She hasn't, it's over here.
Yeah.
There's where she just did it with some scissors.
I did this one with scissors because
Okay.
that's going to be my closing flap. And this isn't probably going to be even Steven, but that's all right.
We get the idea.
Yep.
Katie says, welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back.
I adore my husband. We've been together 50 years, married 49. I think we're both glad I'm back to work.
We're wondering who is going to be happier.
Right?
And you guys, all this time, I was worried that Chris might get used to being home and think, oh, maybe I don't want to go back to memory bound. So when I heard that she and her husband had seen a lot of each other and that Mark would be fine if Chris was gone a few days a week, that made me very happy.
Oh, you get used to doing your own thing.
Gosh, look what we have here now.
Yeah, it's getting there. I'm going to have a few more cuts to do, but I just wanted to make sure I was doing them in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead. I need to remove this. That's what it is. And we'll cut this up. And I tab this little part too, just so that it's nice and neat. We'll do that over here.
Getting them all nice so they'll glue together nicely and close together nicely.
Yes, and who knows? Maybe I'll give this one to my husband. Ooh.
Where's the Elizabeth Craft die, Kelly?
And now, I try to make sure I glue it on the inside because you don't want your edge.
Sure.
And if I were going to put pretty paper on the outside of my box, I would definitely do that before I cut the front design.
Oh, sure.
And then
and in
go
your
ahead and
box
flip it
for
over
painting,
and-
you really didn't need the paper because you've got hearts all over. for
Yep, I cut all
Valentine's.
those hearts out. I used my switch.
But you, yeah, she's using her switch. You know, the switch has been discontinued by Sizzix.
Oh.
So,
And the best thing is, if you've squared up your box nicely, you can then just go ahead,
oh,
put your glue down. Also, while I was gone, guys, my youngest granddaughter got engaged. That's pretty exciting.
That is very exciting.
Yes. We have almost 2 years to plan it, but that's okay.
Oh, you want to make the most of the planning is part of the fun, really.
Well, exactly. And they're waiting till he's in the Marines and he's in California. So they're waiting until he's done so that she doesn't have to move out there. But exciting times at my house.
It's very fun. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like a box.
And yeah, there you go. And I got a little off here, but you'll do better at home. Now, I go ahead and I kind of close it up so that I can then flip it over. And you've got these
that's
pieces
where you
here.
put your...
Yep. And then you're going to cut that piece that you took off the front. You're going to go ahead and cut that down to the 5x5.
Okay.
And hopefully, we're just going to have to,
See if the trimmer works.
yep.
Sometimes at Memory Bound, our tools are not exactly in ace condition, and a lot of times we need blades on things.
Well, and
I wonder if it's not popped all the way in or
I
something,
don't
Chris.
know.
That's what I'm thinking.
this one I can cut here. And it doesn't help that I'm using my weak
She's
or
using
side.
it. I can do it if you need me
Yeah,
to.
that's right. We'll just,
I think we get the idea.
let's pretend.
What's going on with that trimmer, though?
I don't know. I'm just going to pretend that this is 5 by 5.
Okay, let's pretend.
In the make-believe world, and then
Well, you know, we use that trimmer all the time. I'm guessing it probably needs a new blade.
that could very well be. I think at home I probably glued these down to get that little,
Oh, just in the corner to kind of
Yeah.
make them a little.
make it a little flatter.
I still just think it's amazing that you guys, we started with this. We started with two 12 by 12, no, two 10.5 by 12
Yep.
sheets of paper, and did scoring. What did we do? Score 3 times on each sheet
2 times on one, or 2 times on one side.
and 3 on the other?
Yep, we did 5 and 10 on the 10.5 inch side. And then we did 3/4, 5 and 3/4, and 11 1/4 on the 12 inch side.
And then she cut away a few things, and look at what.
And,
look at this! Oh my gosh!
You know, and let's pretend you have a opening.
Yeah.
Because I think it's cute if you have that
You could
heart
have an opening. You could
or-
also put something on the front, a cut apart on the front if you don't have an opening.
Oh, yeah. And then I went ahead, I had extra paper at home, so I put another sheet of paper
in
in
the
the
bottom?
bottom just to reinforce it.
Reinforce it and make it just clean
Make
it up
neater.
a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you could put a pattern paper down there, but I really think the possibilities are endless because put something Eastery on here, or
yeah, it could be for Easter
yeah, you
or
could
St.
do-
Patrick's Day. You could do a lot of different things. Chris.
exactly. I think it's just fun to have different size boxes. And like I said, that's what I needed for the funnel. And that day my brain was
So
working.
you designed the size to fit the funnel?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I measured the funnel
If
and then went
that's
from
not
there.
a paper engineer, I don't know what is.
Well, we've talked about this before. My children do a math problem and numbers float in front of their heads or in their faces, and they come up with the answer. I am not that way.
but you do figure out a lot of things that you don't realize.
Well, yeah, I can do that kind of thing, but don't give me trig.
And Janet says it's kind of cool that you make something out of nothing. I mean, not nothing, but you're
Well,
making
yeah, but-
this
yeah.
dimensional thing out of flat paper. And I agree, that is really cool.
And I do enjoy doing that. It's kind of fun. But anyway, just to give you guys an idea, maybe you won't use it for this this holiday
have to get
because it's
busy if
getting,
you are.
Yeah. You're going to do it much faster than I am. For one thing, you don't have to come up with the dimensions.
Yeah, Chris did all the thinking for us, so thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much for jumping in. This is really Chris's second day back from being gone 8 weeks, and she brought this in, and we're like, "Can you do it?" At the end of Teresa's video, and she did it. So thank
Yeah,
you
well,
for
you're welcome.
doing it at the last minute. We've got a couple comments here. Mary said she received her poo binder kit, and which was super fast, especially with the crappy weather. True. And
That poo binder is
she
adorable.
also said the shipping was really good because we made sure the papers were flat. That's kind of a tricky kit. Excuse me. Because it does
is.
have some papers and it's got the binder. And we are making more. We have more kits on the way. So if you wanted one of the Winnie the Pooh binder kits, we do have more coming. So I think that's good news for everybody. And then let's see, what else have we got going on here that we need to talk about before we go? Lisa says, thanks, Chris. Happy
are welcome.
Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of our friends out here at Facebook. And I think we do have just about everybody back. So that, I think, which is good. Now we got bad weather and we've some people that aren't able to make it in today, but that's okay. And Shannon says she loves it when someone does her thinking for her. So thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
And a big, huge thank you to Teresa for the February Celebrate Birthday Card Kit, which is available. It's $22.99, and what's really pretty cool about it is you're going to make a slimline card, which she showed us how to do this today with Photo Play number 6 slimline. And then she's also got things in the kit for you to make a masculine card, including the verbiage here that you can put on the fronts of your
Nice.
cards. And then we threw in a bonus tag, so you have a tag that you can do whatever you like with. And it comes with the Celebrate Sidekick set from Tim Holtz. So it comes with that, which is $20.99. So for only $2 more, you're getting the
Wow.
kit with all of Teresa's things
my
and
goodness.
directions.
And
So she does have directions here also with the kit.
which is amazing for that price, for all of that.
I know, it's pretty good, pretty good.
I just put birthday sentiments over in birthday, card inserts that Janet did too.
Oh, yeah,
so
which you could use those
Yeah.
on here too.
for the insides.
All right, well, wow, that's a Thursday. We can say that's a wrap, Chris.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, and tomorrow's Friday, and we'll be back tomorrow morning here, same channel. I think it's really funny. Somebody asked us what channel we were on in Colorado one time, and I got a real kick out of that.
Oh, that's cute.
We will be back tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you then.